100,000 guys.
Across the entire galaxy.
So, Red, tell me what happened last time.
Yes, I was reading the thing. Well, it began with us coming right back where we left off, which is the bombing of Lumen, the death of essentially House Kairos, as everyone was in a bit of panic in dealing with that situation. Amelia was designed to essentially do an investigation, figure out how this happened, who was responsible, and things like that, with Hickmek acting as her bodyguard. Jeff, on the other hand, was told to find funds to hopefully help with the relief effort in Lumen and try to work some magic there. As Jeff went off to look at the book, see if he could find any coin that could be used. And, well, at the very least, he did find something. Some odd things were going on around with the debts, money being siphoned in small amounts of numbers, trying to make this illusion of something, basically. The fact that the debt wasn't even as advantageous as it could be, as well as funded by House Helmet as well. It's all very concerning and leading to some interesting questions, though there was a bit of interruption as a young woman stepped in to see that Jeff was looking for that assistance for funds to hopefully help with the Lumen relief effort, and apparently Lady Orpheus would want to request the help, seeing as it will be only for the aid of the people and all that. Well, Jeff was smart enough to realize that to do such a thing means that Lady Orpheus, House Orpheus as a whole, would be in a very positive light for the people. They would probably gain the glory and looked at as heroes. And while there's a bit of concern possibly with that, there's still more benefit to having, allyship and negotiations with House Orpheus. No reason to make them enemies. So he readily agreed as Victoria went off to tell her ladyship about what the good news was. What's going on? Amelia and Hickmet made themselves the Lumen. Amelia, having the audacious task of, getting the chain of command back in order, mostly to ensure that investigation that she needs to do doesn't get hindered in any way. I was able to get that taken care of, as a lot of people have died, and those who were in charge are kind of dead or unknown, essentially. And while getting that all taken care of, eventually, House Orpheus showed up with their banners flying strong. Lady Cassius here to, consider assistance and help, as well as trailing behind her was Lord Aelios, something that Amelia was not aware of, as she did her proper greetings to her lordship and ladyship. It seemed there was a sense of tension between the two that she could sense as well, though Lord Commander went off with a happy wave as he went to help the people, more likely, and Lady Cassius went to go do what needs to be done for aid and care, as Amelia was now free to do her investigation, and she found a lot there. Samely, in the first layer of it, someone was intentionally framing House Artorius, but deeper than that, it seemed as well that Lady Orpheus would have a grand control of Lumen here in this regard, and means that the arts and all that, that and whole dominion would be under her care now, with Kairos gone, and they were the part of the largest art college at the time, and this could be more power and influence for her, as well as possibly realizing that someone may intentionally want that to happen, want her to take control of Lumen, want her out of the way of Yorth, essentially away from Lord Commander. And footing the bill for everything seems to be House Helheim, which is a bit odd as well. Seeing as Victoria, the woman that she noticed among the people there, is actually Victoria Helheim, officially here to learn and train, but unofficially probably is watching where their money is going for her house. And possibly they maybe wanted to put her up as a candidate for a new wife for the Lord Commander. Regardless, not too sure exactly who it could be exactly, but fingers point to one location. And, someone wants Lady Orpheus out of the way, and someone wants influence and possibly control of, Scott's whole Lady Hart, we'll say. His wife and him have not garnered an heir, so it could mean that someone wants to move in on that. A bit of confusion about what to do there, but she has a lot of information to give, as she eventually decided to have a meeting with Scott. And decided to meet up in the Seek Ingredient to have an unofficial one, as she laid down all her findings and, of course, her options of speculation. Possibly doing nothing, possibly letting this play out as it does, possibly even his wife being in danger, which Scott wasn't too happy about, at the very least. And, came to his final conclusion that the best thing to do is, well, have Hikmat, Amelia, and of course his wife go off to House Notorious, gain those allies that Hikmat was looking for possibly, and hopefully have a chance to have safe passage for his wife while they figure this whole problem out. I think that's where it ended last time as well.
I think you are all just departing the secret ingredient. Best bakery on the planet.
Delicious.
My favorite place,
Truly
the
wonderful.
Citadel. But yeah, as you're departing, you're walking down the streets. Well, I'm gonna need everyone, which means you two, give me a discipline roll. Difficulty 2.
Mm.
If you notice something miss in your environment, observe does fit this.
I was gonna ask. Okay.
Espionage, unfortunately.
All right.
Um. You're walking. Hikmat, you notice there's like a little girl sort of hiding behind some of the bushes, kind of like nearby green space. Clearly staring dead at you. She looks a bit like messy and dirty and kind of like hiding partially in the.
I see. Did she look injured or anything other than just dirty?
You can't see from where you're at.
And what's Amelia and Lord Alos doing right now? They're just walking.
I mean, yeah, you three are walking back towards sort of the like noble estate. Rest for the evening because tomorrow probably have to depart.
There's a moment, my lord, my lady. It seems we're being watched. She kind of goes towards towards her bush, basically.
As yeah, listen, are you gonna try and catch her? She's gonna like bolt. That you can probably like catch her. It's a small child.
I will.
7-year-old. Yeah, she like tries to like run. And you like kind of like catch her and you kind of yank her out of the bushes. As Amelia, I need an understand roll. It's only one difficult. Recognize the child.
Alrighty. One success.
Yeah, you kind of look at it and realize that's. You're pretty sure that is. Well, Lady Kairos' oldest daughter. She had 3 children. One older daughter and 2 smaller children that should have been at this point like 3 and 4. But this one here should be around 7. She's kind of pulling on your hand.
Now, what were you doing out there? She kind of like pulls it closer just to see you look her over essentially as she.
While that's going on, Amelia will whisper to Scott that is the eldest Kairos daughter.
Yeah, looks a bit stressed. He's like, but they all died in the attack. As he like immediately like rushes over to you, Hickman. It's like, it's fine. You can let go of the hand.
He kind of looks at Scott with a raised eyebrow, but nods and releases the child.
Kind of like squats down. She sort of like yanks her hand away from you. Said, "Meanie."
Next time, don't get caught so easily.
She like sticks out her tongue at you. Scott will crouch down and say, looks back at you, Amelia. Clearly doesn't remember her name. But you would know that it's Helga.
Mila will say. Yeah, Mila will actually ask. Young Helga, may I ask why you've not, why have you been hiding?
I don't want to get in trouble.
Why would you be in trouble?
Because I snuck away again.
I think that's the least of everyone's concern right now.
I saw people were worried. I don't understand what's going on. As Scott has like a oh fucking no face on him. Oh.
Perhaps we should have this conversation somewhere else, Lord Commander.
Yeah. Come on, Helga. Let's go back home. There's you like, and you like, mother's gonna be so upset. Like, yeah. Let's just go. He's gonna start leading her a bit ahead of you.
Presumably,
yeah.
when they're.
Sorry,
sorry.
I will say this, Amelia. Now reports had that entire like house, like entire like Kairos family was in attendance of the show. Now because the rubble is so big, they didn't have time to get the bodies out, right? So there's probably a lot of the dead bodies are still underneath the rubble. Because it's only been like a few days, like 2 or 3 days, I think.
Yeah.
If they're far enough away where they can't hear us, at the very least, Hikmet would turn to Amelia and says, "Why hide the truth from her? Why not tell her now?"
What advantage is there in causing a scene out in public, Hikmet?
I see it may be far worse to keep it hidden for her for too long. I
plan to tell her the second we get somewhere where she is safe. Who knows if the people that killed her family are still here, still looking for her.
Funny.
We don't know the full.
I just say that, Amelia. You do see Scott that kind of like just pick her up and like putting on her on his shoulders and carrying her, like trying to like distract her.
Hikmet, do me a favor. Keep your eyes open. He means well, but he might get her killed.
Very well. My knives are always ready.
Unfortunately, there's no way Amelia can come and like knock her off the shoulder without then having to like reveal to her, "Hey, people are looking for you."
Yeah, listen, he's doing his best to amuse her a bit, as you'll bring her to like the estate. Kind of like finally put her down, as some of the guards are immediately like gonna kind of like Scott's gonna like gesture for them like, no, we'll take care of it from here. Don't worry. Just keep this quiet. We don't want to overwhelm the girl, okay? As they both sort of like nod, you'll kind of get her to lead her into like a separate room, sit her down, and Scott will be like, Amelia, it's I can talk to her if I need to be here for this.
Mila would actually say, no, I prefer to. Yeah, she'll say, call me paranoid, but until they finish the excavation of the rubble, we know nothing for certain. So yes, I would prefer to be there.
God, yeah, the moment you say that, he's like, oh shit, I didn't even think about that. He's not gonna say anything, he's just gonna nod. He will slowly start explaining what transpired and, well, explain to the young girl that oh, she's not gonna see her parents ever again, and, well, listen, and I suppose you do want. What's your objective during this conversation?
Her objective, while ostensibly providing like another comforting voice, she's there to try to get a gauge of how genuine the reaction is.
All right, that's gonna be an understand rolling because your deductive reasoning for this one. I'll say difficulty 2. While I'll roll for Scott's abilities to
What
talk
if he
to her.
rolls 2 ones? What if he rolls 2 ones, Grunt?
Maybe he's a Chad. But
What if he mysteriously summons 2 more dice and rolls 4 ones, in fact, on a 2 dice pool?
now, Mac, you don't have to
I'll-
like. This is what's the opposite of jinxing. He did in fact just roll 2 crits.
Well, sadly, Amelia does not know that, so I will in fact still buy 1 threat.
Let me post. We call this foresight, Grunt.
Now listen, Zaz, you are testing for something else. He's just trying to like try to make this as nice as possible. So it's still it's a different. It might not be just a face dancer. God,
Might
Master
still be.
Kosh promoted like
Listen.
children face dancers. Genius.
Oh, listen, you know what? I will buy 1 threat. I'll buy one threat. 3 successes.
Ooh.
It's 1 momentum as yeah, no, you'll see as the realization hits her. She is not an example of composure. She's 7, but like noble children do get a bit of education even on this. As yeah, she just like is mentally fucking breaks down and starts crying as he'll kind of like surprisingly you'll listen. Scott is a master at talking, and apparently not just to older women. He is helping this child manage some rather
Women of all
violent.
ages, you could say.
Yeah,
He
but it
was on the
sounds
line.
horrible when they say it like that. It sounds
He
fucking
was on the
horrible.
island, Grunt. He was on the- Grunt. What are the flight logs for the shuttles?
Oh no!
Is there any island off that?
He is doing extremely well at helping this child process some extremely fucking negative emotions. As she will cry, this will be a long process. This is not a short conversation, as she will go through many stages of grief just before your eyes, even after the initial shock sort of wears off. As yeah, you will eventually just kind of bring her to her room, as she will fall asleep fucking crying, as eventually he'll kind of like walk out. During that entire thing, Amelia, you don't see anything that could even fucking indicate this is fake. It seemed very genuine, very authentic. Now, face dancers are known to be able to mimic this, so there's no real way to properly test this. But as to the best of your abilities, you think this is genuine. Plus, weirdly enough, as far as you know, there's never been like face dancer children. So, children's emotions are so fucking violent and hard to replicate compared to adults that it's not usually like, it's much harder to imitate a child, especially like an emotional one. Now, the problem is you don't know this girl that well, so you're not sure if what you saw is like exactly what you would expected, but like I said, to the best of your abilities, this seemed very genuine.
Yeah. Unless
Hikmat,
someone's
apparently these outlanders are little bitches.
A bit, a bit.
Fucking coddling a child for like 2 hours. But again, you think death is not that common for these people.
Yeah, she's learning a lot.
Thought and we'll say this. Well, I'm happy. Sleep.
Amelia will say,
And I will say one other thing,
Yeah.
because during that conversation, you would have learned what actually happened to her, just so you have that fact as well. So basically, she was supposed to attend with the rest of her family the spectacle, but apparently she hates theater, so she snuck out, and apparently it's a usual thing. So you might be able to verify this with some of the household staff later on. And she snuck, basically, she
Yeah.
snuck out of the city, and when she heard the explosion, she just kind of snuck in back, but everyone was in a clusterfuck. So she has been, in fact, hanging out on the streets for like almost 2 fucking days. Which explains the rough state you found her in.
as Scott walks out, Amelia will say, well, well, I do plan to verify some of what I heard, but the reaction seems genuine, and well, the Talaxu have a bit of an aversion to using children due to their unpredictability. I don't think there's much to fear on that road, but still, I'll ask her out.
It's not the Talaxu that scares me. We've dealt with them before. My issue is if they plan to kill the entire family, I'm gonna try and finish the job.
There are, if she concerns her safety, there are a few places she could be sent.
Have a place in mind. I was genuinely thinking of bringing her with me.
That is one thing you could do, but you are also at the center of a conspiracy yourself. Possibly. She could be sent to Dorian, or she could be sent to her grandfather.
He'll nod.
House Nyx's domain has a reputation, and I think even the whoever has arranged this, Helheim or someone else, certainly have a difficult time navigating that city.
There's also another way. I was thinking. Now, this may be a bit on the more reckless side, but you know me, not a man of, well, cowardly choices.
Reckless actions have their time and place, and we're currently on the back foot.
Only a few house guards know about this. Keep them silent. Well, I think hair dye and some clothes doesn't have to stay alive. She can keep being dead. You're not gonna try and kill a dead child, are you?
She'll say no, they won't. You'd carry her on your shoulders, but, well, the right words that can merely be excused as just another child. Simply looks similar.
She was so dirty when I saw her, I didn't even recognize her. I've been to several of her birthdays.
She'll nod. Amelia will nod. Exactly what I was thinking. You saw somebody who looked similar. You had hope. That hope didn't pan out.
My only fear is that send her to Akroy. That's gonna be a miserable life for her. People not used to that city have to basically stay confined in a small room. Just getting lost. Might be safe, but
Amelia will nod and she'll say, "In disguise, sir." Well, Amelia will say, we'll have to visit the morgues. Body will have to be found in the rubble.
trust you'll be able to handle those details. I think I will. I think for all of our would-be assassins, live performance, an authentic one, from Damocles and Nick's family, is gonna be important. After that, maybe in a few months, bring them in on the secret, and I'll happily get slapped in the face by him.
The Lord Nix will be upset, but I think the Lady Nix will understand the necessariness of what is done. Amelia will say, I'll verify what I've heard, and I'll find a fitting enough body to be dug out of the rubble.
Sure, the house guards that saw her get reassigned to a different city. Spread them out.
Reassign them, and so Amelia will say, give them comfortable positions. Something that instability would threaten.
Yeah, I know, bribes work.
No, she'll say, Amelia will just laugh and she'll say, bribes are short term. Need to get somebody invested in the stability of a regime to actually make it stable.
Now you're starting to sound like my uncle. I'm gonna go ahead to sleep. You two, get some rest too. After we're done here, you have a long journey to have ahead of you.
He'll nod and like it's clear there's a little bit of pruning there, as if being compared to his uncle is in fact the best compliment she could get.
Listen, he might know that. It's fine. He might do it on accent, or he might know that. Who knows? Yeah, unless there's something else any of you want to add. Head over his room where I'm certain he will be alone and unbothered.
Absolutely.
Certain he will be. He'll be getting much needed rest.
Yes.
Quick question, so I know. Do Freemen know about face dances? That's a thing, right? Or is that something they have no context clues for at all?
Well, give me an understand roll. It's too difficulty.
Oh. Dear heavens.
I'm
was gonna
praying
say,
for a complication.
Depends how educated you are. Not all Fremen are the same.
I'm praying for a complication. You know they're enemies of the Bang Desert.
Okay, yeah. Will this be under challenge or truth? I feel like truth.
I think it's truth.
Very funny. Very funny.
Good.
Mac, please post the orb.
Oh no. Oh no.
Listen. Were they on? Listen, I was dealing with a lot of things on Arrakis. We didn't have time for that. Goddamn.
I need to remind myself. God.
You don't have to.
God, like complication just means funny things happen. It's like a miss with a match, really.
Literally rolled a 20. I'm like, because technically you can get complications if the roll is more risky, which this one wasn't.
Now, technically, right, could purchase this complication away with thread if she was boring.
I do have a fancy resource thing. Let me see. I don't remember how bad complications in this fucking game.
I think it varies actually. I remember that you had different levels, so I'm not sure that was you or the book though.
That's between that's for you.
Like, yeah, like I know, for example, with a few complications, like one complication that stands out was Dorian like found out like about Daniel's guys, like actually like caught them in the act basically. And I know that Fazia got all of her Chom connections because of like two complications. Like an army got destroyed because of a complication once.
Yeah, it does sound like it's pretty bad.
Peter also got arrested. Also, Peter got arrested because of a complication and tortured by the Benetalaxi.
Oh, that's true. Holy shit!
Another gradient to the.
Yeah. There were many different levels we had here, depending on the thing. I believe.
Yeah. Again, the problem is how. God, where the fuck is? Come on, book. Come on, PDF.
Hold on. I can hear. It's at the end of the book on page 324, I think. But that's just like a thing for it, of course.
Never mind.
Of ranging.
Yeah, 20. Problem is, I wanted to see. Sorry, would you say Red?
Oh, go ahead.
No, you were saying something about the book.
I'd say it was on page 224 of the book, but that shows it's just the range. I'm not sure that has the explanation that you were looking for.
100 and what?
324.
Ah, okay. This is.
Yeah, they actually talk about it on the adding threat, which is also on page 155, apparently.
Second.
I think like there's an implied gradient of complication because you can get multiple complications, which is very funny. I wish I'd have gotten 2 of them.
Question.
Hmm.
Yes, it does let you put the complication. Mind as let me just fucking screenshot this. Scorch. Oh, never mind. It's already there. What the fuck? Oh, I'm blind. You know what?
It's been a long time. It's been a long time.
So yeah. Listen. What was the question? If you knew about the phased answers?
Yeah, because I was gonna ask. Yeah.
Well, you know, they would have given you some basic education about the outside. You are clearly sent here. They're not sending you in blind. So yeah, you would know that the face dancers are known for. They're one of the most more threatening forces of in the Imperium. Individuals who can shift their body and face to look like anything and anyone, and then able to perfectly mimic behaviors to the point where they become the ideal assassins. And it's they terrify everyone basically wherever they show up, because it's just kind of like there's no way to tell if somebody, there's legitimately no way, if the face dancer is good enough, which they usually are, there's no way to tell if someone is a face dancer or not for certain, even if you kill them afterwards. Like there's no way to check.
Ah, gotcha.
No, I
yeah.
was thinking, how the fuck did the face dancers get brought in? Well, thank you, Red. Open the door.
They're back. They're back. Listen,
Always happy to help.
I did post the red eye one. I think we need to post these more. Improved model.
The improve DNA vat.
Yeah, I do realize. Well, there's nothing stopping a face dancer from pretending to be a child. That will make people
Yeah.
let down their guard.
Kill the child.
Thanks for your whispers, Mac. She would probably look at Amelia and ask her directly, are you sure this is the right choice? That this child is what it seems?
So I'm going to verify.
Very well.
If the child is, then we'll handle it. One child alone can only do so much, even if they're a face dancer. But if it's not, I'm not going to finish my enemy's job for them. What benefit would that give me?
Hikmat. You don't have to kill the child. If you scare the face dancer enough, it might panic. Start like trying, because they're not like, they might panic and might try to escape. Think they're about to get fucking killed. Have to make it convincing though.
Yeah, but Hickman has no idea that's a child or not. And these are people seem to be determined to protect her,
That's
right?
my point. Listen, you could figure this out for them.
Thanks,
Scare the
Beast.
child enough, and she still
Get
is
out
a
of here.
child. Well, then surely it's not the face dancer.
Hit you with a fly swatter. No, as she nods at Amelia. Very well then. If it needs to be done, then I trust you would do what's necessary. If not, then I will step in.
Get a shovel and dig, and you'll find the bodies of countless face dancers that have died on this world. If there's one more, she'll join them.
Hickman nods at that.
But yeah, Amelia will go to prepare for her. Listen, She does need. She has a lot she needs to do and prepare for.
And now, because Red has chosen to be a coward, I will in fact summon them now. Fine though.
You should have destroyed the child, right?
I should
Got
have
the
killed the
option.
child by
Yeah,
bare
yeah.
hand. Strangler, I see.
Listen, just another. Listen, she's already traumatized. Let's like a bit more trauma on.
In fact, you'll make her stronger if she's not a face dancer.
I see, I see.
There's like no losses. It's no lose win-win situation.
Bold words, sir. Bold words.
But yeah, as you're able to.
I'll take the face dances. Put 100 of them actually.
Listen, Zaz, we've upgraded the model.
It's no longer half long. It's a new and improved
I'm
model.
also I'm also an upgraded model compared to what I was a year ago. I've been hardened, trained.
Listen, can't deal with the same threat twice. We need to add new threats. But yeah, no, listen, you'll.
God, I'm never gonna write for Star Wars with an attitude like that, Grant.
As you're gonna spend the rest of the night sort of ensuring that they will find the body of a dead girl. But luckily, because of the size of the explosion and the casualty rates, it's not that hard. It's not that hard, especially since it does, by like initial estimations, does seem like the Kairos family was very close to the explosion. So, probably not even like bodies to recover if there's any. And listen, DNA evidence can be planted in case any fucking soup doctors or some shit investigate the place, actually. But yeah. Is there anything else you would like to do before returning back?
No, not that.
No. Yeah, no, Amelia needs to get some rest. She has a very long and arduous road ahead of her of talking with fucking House Artorias.
Yes. Meanwhile, back in Europe, Jeff.
Money, man. Get me money.
Your first task, it's quite easy. You just had to sign off on some papers and somebody else handled
The saved.
Yes. So how are you occupying your next 2 days, if doing anything at all?
Honestly, listen. Besides doing his performing like usual, like reading wallpapers and stuff, there was a spicy paper trail that he found last time. It's always better to have. So he already stumbled over the shit. Must have looked a bit into it more.
Remind me, what trail was that exactly?
Basically, he looked at the various at the potential financiers about like the debt, and he realized that the most loans were given to House Aelus were incredibly generous.
Yes.
They basically had a jack and shit.
Yeah, the low interest rates. Yes.
Yeah. He might need to go beyond a bit more because the problem is that in and of itself is, but maybe like trying to look as who signed these off, basically stuff like that. But also, basically, like just the hobby investigation he's doing.
I want. Could give me an understand role and put focus on. And I'll be honest now, because I remembered the complication range. This is a bit risky. Not the most dangerous, but this is risky. So it can put the 19 in.
All right, complication range 19.
You do have 1 momentum in case you want to spend that. 1 momentum is in the pool.
How do I fucking? There we go. 19. There we go. Not to focus. Understand.
If you want to maximize, you can spend 1 momentum, buy 1 threat. There's things you can do.
I could min-max here.
Roll like 7 successes. It's conspiracy from the board as well.
Listen, does justice fits as he's not doing this for justice sake, but he's kind of curious. Could argue for that, basically.
I don't think
That gets
justice
truth.
fits.
That gets truth.
Truth
not.
does. Truth does.
I should have made truth higher. Goddamn, I regret this, but
Listen, power can also listen. You can use this
Honestly-
to like blackmail or like advance your
yeah,
own
honestly,
position.
power is actually not my idea. Power because I'm
But
just
this is
collecting my
clearly
tools.
not like while this helps the house in charge, there's probably like more behind this, which might not help them in the long term. They might get swindled into like something else because of this.
Yeah, so gentlemen, may I spend the momentum and pay a threat to get a pool size of 4?
I support spending any resource at all times.
All right, I'd like to buy a dice. I like to buy 1 dice with Fred, and also
One
fuck, I
dice.
forgot the rules. I forgot the rules. Can you just fucking double dip them with like the
Yes.
increasing cost?
So one die. So because yeah, basically you get diminishing returns, but you can in fact like use both momentum and threat.
Okay, so basically I get a discount on like the second dice I would buy with Fred thanks to
You
momentum.
don't
right?
get the discount. It's just that like if you want to buy like
Momentum and threat are different pools, and
Yeah.
they both have diminishing results as you buy more dice with their resources.
Gotcha. Then they can I'll spend like 1 Fred momentum each for like a total of 4 dice, correct?
yes.
There we go.
I would say this is in fact difficulty. Give me a second, because fucks the.
What if I spend 3 Fred and buy 2 dice? And I think 3 Fred, right? I think let me
Yeah,
think
you
what's
can
in-
buy 2 more threats. Yeah,
What if
because
I
difficulty's gonna be very high on this one. Find the fuck.
Jeff
Yeah,
needs
this
some
is
hobbies.
difficulty 4. This is a fucking insane.
Ooh. I'm a greedy man. I buy another dice with so for 2 more. Fred.
You buy what you wish. You use determination. Do whatever you want, man.
Fuck, do I even use determination? Let's just go blow it all the fuck out.
You're gonna buy a second dice with threat?
Yeah.
Okay.
And do I spend determination on this one?
And
It's up to you. It's a pretty meaty results if it succeeds. Determination's 2 automatic successes.
yes.
It is, and I think I'm gonna use it. This is the meatiest roll. Now watch this, 520s. All right, I've bought everything I could. I've clicked every button
Listen, if you
on the
fail the
sheet.
roll, you get XP. Fine.
Let's see here. Let's look at this, gentlemen. What?
See.
5 successes, 1 complication.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad.
You succeeded. Also a complication. I love this. Now, Mac, are you gonna buy 2 threats to ignore the complication?
Well, you're gonna be a pussy, Mac.
I could stack the threat way higher.
I think I need 12 threats.
I could.
I'm just saying, Mac. Are you gonna be a pussy?
You know what? Now the thing is, that here's the truth. What's worse, Grunt fucking move the complication, or Grunt deploying 12 threat against me?
What if it's not
Now you're
against you?
thinking with portals. Now you're thinking with portals, Mac.
Listen, Mac, what if I don't deploy the threat against you and I deploy it against the Reds?
It would be
Yeah,
admittedly. It could be played against Red. Now, admittedly, as long as it would be for you to say, Grunt, I will buy the threat, and then he immediately puts plus 2 XP in the chat.
You know what? Listen,
Honestly, if he's gonna spend it against Red, I think you should spend Threat. To be honest, be a pussy. I think that's the funniest one.
Listen, I think I'll buy the complication away.
This is a game of weak team against Red.
It's happening again.
Let's add. We'll spend the next 3 days or so diving, hunting down this trail. Because as you've learned from working with Malenkov and Chom and other projects, everything has a paper trail. And surely nobody is just funding this for no reason. As well, you will have to requisition a couple of documents from the transactions of House Helheim. And, well, also have to ask a couple of questions to understand House Helheim's larger scheme, because you're just seeing what they're doing on Ashar. You're not seeing what they're doing maybe in other planets, other locations. Is this part of a larger conspiracy? One of your contacts with within Chom will actually reach back. Mr. Goldman, in fact, personally, sent you a letter.
Scary. What a scary writing.
Let me think how we should phrase this.
Flying too close to the sun, my old friend.
No, it's even worse. You pointed out something that they missed. You will first, of course, thank you for your incredible due diligence as the new steward of House Helios, and while you're doing such a diligent work, that this has indeed caused a bit of ruffled feathers way above both your heads, and that these discrepancies will be personally investigated by such like Chom auditors he knows. He is in fact seeking some auditors on this shit, which
Oh damn.
yeah, it's pretty big.
It's the feds. It's called the feds.
As you will also see the note that the house ruler of House Hala is personally coming on Ashar this week. To discuss the situation with the Lord Commander himself.
Holy shit, that's one juicy bit. All right, I need to listen.
As I will only employ. You know what?
I see the XP message. Everybody gets free XP right now.
Me
No,
3
4 XP.
XP. You only get 1 XP when I spend the threat, guys. Calm the fuck down. It's not 1 XP for each threat. Every time I spend 3 or more threat, you get 1 XP. Think this is linear? I can spend 12 threat at once. Deploy
I know,
another battleship.
I was doing a little bit of what I called gaslighting when I said like we get the +2 threat.
That's
I am on your side after.
That's only if you fail the roll, though. So, listen, it's fine though. I did just use 6 threat for this. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I think I should.
Jeff, I'd personally avoid the stairs, elevator, ladders, really any vertical inclination if I were you.
I need to prepare some death drops just in case.
I'm sure the house ruler of Hala coming now at the tumultuous time
Yeah, this is a fucking great house business. This is holy shit. The Jeff didn't expect this, but
Yeah, this is clearly involving the great houses, and if they're sending trauma auditors to tackle some of this, it means that this is a big thing. God, this might just be a scheme of a great house that you just fucking uncovered and like pointed it to them.
promise, who's gonna be mad at me?
Uh,
Who's involved?
Don't
That's
worry
where
about it.
if I'm helping on Salo, that's good. But if I uncover their scheme, well, I'm fucked.
Nah, if this was the spider scheme, Gary Goldman would just be like, nah, we've all checked. That's all fine. Don't worry about it. Nothing to see here. That
Promise
would be
Jeff
an
doesn't
easy
know.
way out for you. But yeah, as because you did purchase that complication away, you know, nobody at court will have noticed your fucking ruckus. Because that will also mention, you should keep this secret, as nobody will be informed of this. They will just fucking show up in a few days. They don't want to give the conspirators time to prepare.
Yeah, he will naturally he will shut the fuck up about this. You know,
Yeah.
I think it's good that I spent the Fred. I'm happy. I think this is the lesser evil.
I also think lesser evil. As the yeah, eventually the spy master would return. Yeah, you could tell the spy master about this. He is one of the people who's sort of in charge of things like this. If you want to have that
The problem.
conversation.
What Jeff tell the spy myself, considering the people involved here.
Depends, do you think the spy master might be compromised or not?
Honestly, this seems like an Orpheus bit mostly.
Then it should be fine.
But Jeff also told me to keep this hidden in secret.
Yeah, well, listen, Gary doesn't know court politics. This is the safest route. You would be taking a risk telling the spy master.
I think for now he'll. Ooh. I think actually he will because she might suss him out and like be mad at him if he.
Yeah, you request a meeting with her as until further notice, Hamelia Hikmat has been assigned, I think we discussed this last time, as your personal bodyguard. You are dealing with some rather dangerous things, so Scott is worried you might be now in the target way more than he is.
All right.
And also, if you take her to Artorias, it doesn't seem so random if she's all the time. But yeah, I presume you would have that meeting, Jeff.
Yeah, she can have a quick meeting with him before she goes.
Yeah, once you get there, you'll have three of you will get together in one of the small offices at the palace.
Yeah, is it
Mr. Balin?
Miss Black? I wanted to speak about your matter. I think I've discovered that I think you should be informed of, and I will tell you to keep this confidential between the two. But Sigmund in the room.
Yes.
I will inform you, and I will say, be careful with informing the Lord Commander, because he might do something silly. But I think you should be informed about this. You seem like professional.
Melee will nod. I'll inform who I think should be informed.
I was assembling, organizing the relief aid, looking through the papers and whatnot, I did discover several connections and trails, and I reached out with people, talked to people, and it's so discouraged until, in fact, I was notified by some of my contacts and friends that, well, apparently people have taken notice high up.
What exactly has happened?
Specifically, what I found out, apparently, I'm not even sure who's involved. I think it's way bigger, but specifically, House, I believe, multiple organizations, but foremost amongst them, House Helheim, I provided several almost interest-free loans to House Aelis, meaning very generous, in fact. And while some of my contacts did reach out to me and told me that Chome auditors are arriving, and amongst them soon is going to also be arriving a.
Well, the Chome auditors aren't coming here. They're gonna go to
Yeah,
Helheim
they're
to
working.
investigate.
Yeah,
They're not even
I'm sorry.
coming
Yeah,
here.
sorry, pardon me. Yeah, here, but yeah, the Chome auditors are looking into this first of all. But and when is the House Hala head? It was the head or an envoy for Gore?
No, it's the actual ruler, and they didn't give an exact timeline. A couple of days.
Yeah, and soon the ruler of House Hala will arrive.
Well, that would cause quite a stir.
It would. You understand why I mentioned to keep this conversation confidential between us for now?
Good, which... Oh, what part didn't you catch, Red?
No, that's me making a joke.
That. Well, listen, Amelia will say, "Listen, Mr. Bailey, I'll thank you for telling me this. If you notice any other financial discrepancies, report them, of course, but also keep me informed of them. There is most definitely something happening on this world, and it's..."
I take the feeling is not the first message you, not as suspicious you've noticed.
No, very recently I have noticed a few things. Well, hidden things. Yes, I will say, tell no one else about this.
Mr. Bailey will not. The only other thing I've noticed that, well, it's not that out of the ordinary, but obviously, but I think you already know. I'm not sure if you heard, but Orpheus that decided to take over the reconstruction of Loon, but I think that's the only other thing.
Yes, I am aware of that, and question, Grant, with what he's telling me, how does that square? How does that slot in with what Amelia knows?
I mean, it's a big fucking conspiracy. I'm not sure if these two are like super connected, because what you found out is, well, clearly somebody's trying to set up Artorias, and they might even be behind like other things. So it might be the same people. This might just be a Helheim scheme all around, because it all kind of just points to them. But depending on what the auditors find or not, it's still convoluted. But the Helheim connection is clearly there. Because if they're like, well, listen, Scott, look at all the things we've done. Like, this might just ingratiate them further with him. And if they plan on taking over the planet through a marriage, well, what's the point in fucking making people hate them with like large interests and like exploitation?
Yeah.
Like, this is clearly like indicating towards the same idea that this is not the planet that they want. They don't want the population to be sort of apprehensive about them.
Yeah, listen. Amelia will say to Jeff. Yeah, Amelia will say to Jeff that you have your own people you report to, and they'll be doing their own investigation. So I'll tell you that I've recently found my own conspiracy. Attempt to frame one of the houses, Artorias, for the recent attack in Lumen. Plot to separate Orpheus' influence from the Lord Commander, to kill his wife, and so far the evidence points towards Helheim. In fact, it does concern me a bit. It's what we would call an orgy of evidence. That's why not sure how discreetly you can send a message to your people, but I think if we're not dealing with the same conspiracy, we're dealing with overlapping ones, and might be in our interests if we talk with each other.
He will nod, but he will also say, and I'm not sure who's doing the switch. I mean, it is clearly a great house scheme, since House Hala apparently is also getting involved. But I can relay we have secure channels for such things. As I think that's reasonable for, say, Grunt to like be able to relay that message, right, Grunt? I'm not talking out of my ass.
Relay a message to whom?
Honestly, Jeff, probably since Jeff was told by Gary, honestly to Gary, probably.
I mean, listen, there's no message off-world that's 100% secure. But, I mean, like, it's... Unless people are actively looking for them, they're not gonna just find them.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yes, she'll get up. Thank you again, Mr. Bailey, for telling me this. Pieces may not be coming together yet, but I'm aware of them now, which I wasn't before.
Certainly didn't intend to certainly didn't thought I'd step in into such conspiracy in my not even my first month yet.
Certainly kind of an interesting time, and Mila will just say, stay loyal, Mr. Bailey, and I think everything's going to turn out well for you. But keep a good head on your shoulders, and they might not know you know yet, but don't trust anyone. If it's not me, if not somebody I've told you can trust in this world, don't trust them. Or at the very least, think very carefully before you do anything with them.
Yeah, Mr. Bailey will nod.
So yeah, listen, Amelia will take her leave.
Well, is there anything any of you would like to do for like another day or so as you're like prepping the trip for House Artorias? You need to send like an envoy ahead so they don't just fucking down your train.
I think Amelia will talk with, well, if she can talk with, well, the lady Alios, the
Yes,
official lady Alios.
of course.
Gotta specify that.
Yeah, you can have a meeting with her. I'll say, Amelia, see you're back. What news from Duman?
Situation is situation's bad, but recoverable. The city can be rebuilt, and relief has been given.
But surprised when my husband left, but I think it might be good for the people to see him there. A bit of confidence.
That's his. I heard his speech went over well. I wasn't personally in attendance.
They clear the rubble. I'm told they'll hell. They're gonna hell. They're gonna have a funeral. The Kairos family on the lake.
Amelia will nod. That she'll say. It'll be a solemn affair, but hopefully well, hopefully the worst is past us, but I'm not so confident.
Nods. That has me a bit worried.
Oh, nothing. It's simply idle musings. I've found very well. The explosion did have the unfortunate consequence of also destroying most of the evidence. There's a lot to look at, but crucial little. So until we can go over everything, I'll give my advice to the Lord Commander, but Lord Commander does what he will.
Kind of like nods. Fortunately, that is the way he goes about things. Listening has never been a strong suit of his.
As Amelia will say, Amelia will say that is an opinion I've heard a few times.
Just makes me. I'm certain you've heard the rumors, and well, calling them rumors at this point would be a foolish. She kind of shakes her head. I'm a bit pathetic, aren't I?
Amelia will say it's not an uncommon. It's not an uncommon position for the official consults of nobility. Fortunately, hardly the first woman that's been. Oh, I don't want to speak. I want to speak ill of anyone.
nods and kind of looks down at the ground. No, I tried giving him what he wanted: space, attention, understanding. The thing I kind of got in return was cold, attached acceptance. And he continues to raid around my cousin and many other noble ladies as her.
Yeah, I'll give an understanding nod as Grant. Attempt to make an understand roll to gauge this if this is genuine distress or if this is some sort of like test or like ploy.
Yes, although I'll say your deductive reasoning I don't think applies here.
Of course.
You do have one momentum if you want to spend.
I will. And I will also buy one threat. The complication range is 20?
Yes.
Alrighty. One success.
Yeah, I mean, as far as you can tell, she is. There's definitely a sense of not just like distress, she's feeling humiliated, and there's anger, there's genuine anger in her that she is not happy with the way he's been conducting himself, and you get the feeling the fact that it's her cousin makes it like doubly painful. Because from all knowledge you had about them, they had a good relationship in the past that has soured over the years as these like rumors became more and more fucking public.
Question is it's safe to assume that like Scott's planning to just dump it on her at the last minute. Hey, you're going to House Artorias with Amelia.
You know, he left that up to you. It's your discretion. If it were up to him, yes.
Listen.
She's probably not gonna react nice to that though.
I know. My plan is not to in fact inform her. My plan is to appear like sympathetic and like give a friendly shoulder, and then so when Scott hits her with that.
Absolutely. This will fucking. She's like, "Are you sending me away? What? Like, she's at home again?"
Yeah.
You probably are already fucking in Lumen. I can't believe this. This is shit.
As Amelia will actually say, well, I mean, Lumen will need somebody to manage its rebuilding, and Cassia is of a sorry, my throat kind of fucking closed up a bit. I'm dying.
Oh no.
But yeah, she'll say Cassia with building a town like Lumen with its theaters, operas will take up a lot of her time. The damage is quite extensive.
She'll kind of like she's kind of like she has a bit of glassy eyes and she says, "I think she's gonna stay away." She's always following him. She's probably gonna get someone else to do that for her. I have no. Honest, I don't have such hopes. Why am I like this? Why do I even still care about him?
So Amelia will say, well, normally she most likely would be able to, but the situation as it is, no actual leadership in the city, and well, so far no information actually found. This does require someone's immediate attention, and unfortunately, I have other places I need to go, and well, Lord Commander, doubt he'll go to Lumen himself.
Been here for a few months. You can. Am I insane? I feel like God, everyone just expects me to sit down and take this quietly, and I sit down. Not sure how to handle it. I'm not.
That is how society expects women to act when they are mistreated by powerful men.
Before the tragedy in Lumen, I walked in on the two of them. Lost my temper. Had an argument. How to. Maybe if she stays away, maybe him can talk about things, but barely listens. He barely listens to me, and it's only gotten worse since his uncle passed away.
Mila will say, I'm I never had the fortune of meeting Daniel. That was before my time. I was told by people who were familiar with him that he was a very distant person, and people brought up in distant households can develop their own ways of handling it. No excuse the way he treats you, but
May have been. People may have called him distant, but he was always respectful to me. Understood the arrangement our families had. Never he would stand for this.
Amelia will nod, as she'll say, my advice with Lord Commander. Most cases, I'd say take it slow, but I don't think that will work in this situation. I think it'd be best to approach things directly. I don't. She'll pause for a bit before she'll continue. He's not always a man that properly understands. He can hear what's being told, but the difference between hearing and understanding.
Takes a deep breath and nods. Thank you for listening to my emotional ramblings.
Amelia will smile and she'll say, if you ever need anyone to talk to, I'm usually around, and be honest, I'm not the best with people myself. Well, good at talking with them, but actually having something real with them is a little difficult for me sometimes. But if you ever want someone to listen, if you want advice, I'm usually somewhere at court.
No, thank you.
You're welcome. Hope you have a wonderful day, Lady Elios.
You as well. As well, you leave the room, and as you're walking down one of the hallways, both you and Hikmat. Not sure if there's any conversations between you two, but Hikmat, I think your assessment of this man's love life causing many problems from the tribe. In fact, maybe more correct than you would have assumed. Holy shit.
Yeah.
As you are walking down the hallway, there's a commotion coming from the main hall. People gathered, a lot of people, a lot of hum and buzz.
Wonder what that is. Smia will say she'll try to slip into the commotion.
As see fish symbol. As it appears that well, Lord Vodnik is in town. Everyone is here to greet him. National hero.
High fives all around.
He is one of the most popular individuals. Truly a story of success. And listen, at this point in time, he is the only, well, he right now, because the other one died. There were two Guinness Swords Masters on the planet. Was Enrico and was Alexei, which Alexei was financed by Daniel himself.
Unfortunately, Enrico could not parry the explosion.
I could not outrun it, in fact.
As Alexei is quite popular, and he is sort of like but thank you. The lady of the house is. Can anyone? Is Scott here from? God's sake, people. No, she's like pushing people aside.
As Amelia will attempt to get closer, and will just say, Lord Vatnik.
Ah, yes. Hello. Please tell me you have an answer to my question.
What depends on the question?
Well, I heard about what happened in Lumen, and but transport. I was already on my way here, so. But here's that Scott's not here, and I was trying to get in touch with his wife. Somebody give me a bit more information. It seems I'm hearing different things from different people. Unlike my wife, I don't have the patience for that. I just need a simple, straight answer. What's going on?
If you need, I've just returned from Lumen. I can tell you what we know so far.
Please, and keep it to like 2 sentences. Have the Kairoses survived?
So Amelia will say, Simeon will say, the evidence right now points to no.
Yeah, his face will darken at that. It's gonna be a horrible day for Damocles.
Amelia will nod. She'll say the situation is being looked into.
Also, couldn't help but overhear certain rumors. As a representative of the new emperor here,
I am.
Amelia will say, she is right here.
no, I heard the stories about your planet. Great sandworms and the harsh conditions.
Yes. My home is not, well, it's not for the faint of heart or the weak. You either survive or you die. Arrakis is not kind.
Well, I may have heard other stories about your people. Specifically about prowess in battle. They are some of the most terrifying warriors in the universe.
The moment we are babes, to the moment we die, we are given a weapon to fight and learn and kill. Yes. We are not to be taken lightly.
Yes, well, he kind of leans in a bit. Says, well, I had to tell my wife I'm here to meet with Scott and diplomatic business. Actually, it's you I wanted to. I've never fought with a Fremen before.
I will confess, I've actually been really excited to meet you as well. I've heard much about your stories of being the hero who led your planet to such victories. I would like to see if it's true or not.
They listen. They humble me with their praise, but I'm not as impressive as they claim. I am merely a student of, well, the blade, a true believer in
Well,
justice for all.
your lord here spoke highly of you, and he also has prowess in battle as well. He says he does not measure up to you. So
He does not,
nothing else.
because, well, unfortunately, while he may be good with a blade, his behavior dishonors him at every step. I keep telling him that, but he never fucking listens.
The problems of your tribe are, I presume, something that you will figure out on his own. But
Surely
if-
you understand, like, once a man dedicates himself to a woman, he should dedicate himself to that woman, not that's chasing skirts around.
I feel like this is pointed for some reason. I can't figure
yeah.
out why. Oh, points.
Not too sure. The director changed the lines a little bit here, but Hickman will look at him and shrug a little bit there. In my world, it's a man can have many wives. Anything else? It would probably make things easier if he would just take more than one, but it seems to
He
be
like
not
looks
the way you're.
fucking like absolutely like shocked by that statement. You're a woman, Hikmat. Tell me honestly.
Yeah.
You swing your blade, perform a thrust. Do not put your whole body into it. Every part of you should work for that single point in time and space. It should warp your enemy around it. It should be so precise, so focused. Now tell me, Hikmat, can that preciseness and that focus be achieved if you're putting 90% of your body, 50% of your body?
At the very least, if he cannot keep his wives satisfied, then he is lost, and they can do what they will.
See, that's the thing. You will never excel if your goal is to meet the quota. Love is not about satisfying demands, it's about exceeding them.
As Mila would actually say, my lord, and Hikmat, do correct me if I have gotten the wrong read of your people and your situation. It does seem they live in a very dangerous environment that could quite naturally produce a certain imbalance between living males and between living men and women. Might not be a thing they appreciate, but cultures tend to form out of necessity.
I'm not casting judgment, I'm just merely pointing out, making a comparison. One of those fancy metaphors, you call them, right? Metaphors, yes.
Well, Lord Alexei, we don't get fancy.
Amelia's actually kind of fucking. Amelia's hiding it very well, but she's stun locked by that fucking statement.
We don't get fancy where I'm from. There's either you die or survive. Many a woman lose their husbands, whether to the Arrakis or to the lords who coveted it. Sometimes a man must take a wife because of survival. Sometimes a man must take a wife because it is the only way. And of course, if a wife in marriage is not one what you wish, there are other ways to find entertainment.
Hikmat. This is about love, Hikmat. Love is not entertainment. Love is the way. It's a way of life.
Hickrek's gonna slightly look at Amelia just to make sure she's not losing her mind a little bit here. She turns to her.
Amelia will just give the nod that indicates this is 100% genuine. He's not trying to trick you right now. Like just the subtle nod that this man believes what he's telling you.
It sounds very storybook, my lord. We don't get love where I'm from, at least not the way that you have it. There is our people, and that's really it. We love each other as much as one can, but the desert takes all in the end.
Stories are only stories because nobody had the guts to make them reality. I'm sure you had stories that seem impossible, maybe a decade, two ago. I'm not at caught up with recent events, but I am quite certain that from one faithful individual to another, you can see that wisdom can only be understood once you let go of preconceived notions.
I'm not sure what to really say. It's we have seen a few years ago I would probably scoff at such things, but I've seen miracles in ways I've never would have thought. Stories they told us as children now brought to fruition. My God is real, and He has come to save us. So maybe there's some truth in your words, but I will be honest. I speak only one truth, and that is mostly through my blade.
Blade is honest. A blade does not lie. And the duel, merely an honest conversation.
That I think we can both agree on. If you are willing, I'd love to talk more with you, Lord Alexei.
God, no, don't call me that. this Alexi is fine. This whole ability thing is kind of new to me. I'm very bad at diplomacy too, which is why they keep me aside when the talks are happening. Well, let's organize a formal duel. I think everyone should. Well, maybe not everyone, but I think a demonstration would be greatly appreciated.
At the very least, I would look forward to it.
I'm excited to learn from you. Thank you.
And I, you.
So, excuse me, I do have to speak the Lord Commander's wife. See, talking to a humiliated wife does test my patience and resolve. Tests them to their limit. Like, takes a deep breath, starts walking down the hallway.
He's a fine man.
Take me, you know.
Thank you.
Jeff, I didn't know you were here.
Jeff in the walls.
I am your con. I'm your beast.
Yes, Hikmat. Amelia will say to Hikmat, yes, the man combines a almost complete mastery of all things swordsmanship, and with a ironclad, completely sincerely held ideological belief in the world.
A man's faith can be the only thing he has.
Yes, I believe you also might be looking at what might be the universe as well. I think yes, he has received official training, but before that you would have been looking at the universe's first, and to my knowledge, only self-taught Guinness swordsman.
Then I'm very much looking forward to our duel then. Amelia, can I ask you a question? And I have a genuine one at that.
If it's a personal question, I prefer to speak somewhere else.
Very well then. Try to find a private moment because Kickback
Yes.
does have a question I think needs to get answered.
The following the adoring crowd is mostly focused on Alexi, right?
I want to. They're like, I desperately want to watch this man talk shit with his best friend's wife. Well, ask away.
Well, it has bothered me for a bit the last conversation that we had with your Lord Commander. He seems to have many lovers, at the very least from what I'm gathering. Why does he not marry them, or at the very least marry some of them to make sure the infighting doesn't become such a problem for the rest?
I'll answer that as well. Some houses have more lenient practices on such things. Most houses do. The prevailing culture is one of monogamy. Singular partner at a time, official partner at a time. Honestly, I think it would be far easier if it would be far easier, yes, if nobles were just allowed to make their mistresses official.
It seems like a lot of trouble, but maybe it is, like you said, very much a different clash of cultures. It would solve some of my issues if that was the case, though.
Yes, you'll find, Hikmat, that when a planet does not force a people down the path of survival, where their culture does not become shaped by the idea that if one person in a group does not pull their weight, the rest of the group falters. When danger is to most people I won't call it a stranger, but it's a different kind of danger that most people face, a more insidious, creeping thing, less obvious, less to the forefront. They tend to loosen themselves in their restrictions. They will care less what they say. They will spend more than they have. They will not conserve resources. They will engage in relationships that they otherwise would not have the want or time for.
I see. It truly is something to get used to. It seems you all have everything, but even still, nothing could be just as easy as it could be for my people here.
You'll find that, Hikmat. Nobody ever truly has everything they want. Most people don't even have everything they need. And even if you did have everything you need, you still have things you'd want. And even if you had everything you want, you'd create new things you didn't have. Give your people some time, Hikmat. I'm sure they'll get everything they need in time, and maybe it'll take a century or two of service. They'll get everything they want. And then they'll create new things, just like everyone else does.
We have at least an al-Gaib. What else can we ask for? What else can we want for? You will show us the way.
Samila will nod.
But thank you for answering.
I will just ask one thing. Of course, he'll be taking spice. He'll have his life extended. What happens after a god dies, and a demigod has to take power?
Such things are beyond me. I believe that all will be well, but I'll probably be dead by the time that happens. I can only hope that it is. We will have paradise for everyone. There will be no conflict, no wants, no needs. We'll all be content. As it is written.
Listen, technically, he's not a god. He's the prophet. He's like the prophet.
Absolutely.
I'll be honest, the way he's being talked about me, I was like, listen, you might call him a prophet, but he seems a pretty divine prophet.
Well, I mean, yes, he is the one that's gonna bring water to the Fremen, green paradise. But yes.
Well, I do hope you're right. But I do have to wonder. Your people will have entire galaxy. Other people might fight, but if you've defeated the Sardaukar, if you have the spice, if you've cowed the spacing guild, you've won every war. Does not matter how many people unite against you. Does not matter what happens. Even if you're defeated militarily, you can still starve them. Even if they defeat you economically, you can destroy them. Even if they somehow counter you militarily and economically, the guild's dependent on a resource only your emperor has. You'll have the entire galaxy. Your people will have the entire galaxy.
I think she looks not uncomfortable, but a little bit unsure in a sense. I we'll be honest. Lisangayip will lead us. His voice will give words to the outside. But we only wish for our paradise. We only wish for our Arrakis. But Muad'Dib sees more. I cannot understand his vision. It is, well,
Oh.
something I cannot comprehend.
Oh. Claiming the throne makes sense. The rest of the universe will not let Arrakis just be on its own. It's too important to everyone. I can only imagine restoring paradise, creating paradise will take much.
Yes.
Hopefully, the only thing I can hope for is that the noble houses will see reason and they'll lay down their arms. They won't sacrifice the lives of. They won't sacrifice the lives of. Who knows? Millions, billions, in fruitless wars which they can't win.
I would like to say there is.
It's been a very long time since the galaxy's seen war, and I think most people have forgotten what it looked like. As let's see, Amelia will kind of put her gaze towards one of the windows to look out at the rebuilt Yorith.
I will. Well, I understand enough that for my years with your people on my planet that they do not give up easily when it would make more sense. So I understand that there may be, well, blood must be spilled. I've been fighting war since I've opened my eyes. Is it not only right that the rest of the world also understands that too?
Amelia will just say, "Hey, perhaps it is fair. Perhaps something better will come of it." Perhaps when people are reminded of costs spent, and perhaps if people are shown that they're not immune, they're not isolated, insulated from the wars they start. Maybe a better, lasting peace can grow from that.
Yeah, she just nods at that.
Do you have any family, Hikmat? No, you likely have parents.
My, those who birthed me, when I first, they are gone. But I was taken in. Those who survived, at the very least, after the Harkonnens decided to make examples and all of that. I have my tribe, my people. I have my family. It may not be blood of my blood, but still they're mine.
I had parents, I had a brother and a sister, friends. In the blink of an eye. Gone. Not even something to bury. I wasn't taken in by anyone. Rebuilding was difficult. The war had to be won first, even the aftermath. Remember when I was caught stealing food? It was theft or starvation. So when I was brought in, that's when I was brought in to the network you find me in now. Took me in, they fed me, they gave me purpose to make sure that never happened again. To make sure that Azar would be. They called it stable, I call it safe. Just as you have Arrakis. Just as you wish for paradise. I'm not so bold, I don't wish for paradise on Azar, but I wish for safety.
That's a noble thing to ask for. I think even with my people, we all wish for that. To survive on Dune, our home, means every day you show that you are alive, that you survive and overcome. But what we go through, what we endure, what we had to endure, that we lost many, so carelessly, so selfishly. Many whose water we could not bring to the well. Many whose souls still probably wander the desert. I too could not bury my loved ones. I too could not shed tears for them either. It would be a waste of water. But I still wept for them all the same. Before I learned to stop. I can respect your desire for peace, Amelia. I do not look at war as some gluttonous, noble cause. It is a duty for my people. And I hope to avoid it as well. But if it cannot be avoided, then I will not run for it either.
I will say, let us hope for that better world then. Paradise and safety, maybe one and the same.
She nods at that.
Is there anything else you wish to know? Any other questions you wish to ask?
No. I am learning a great deal. If I have any, I will come to you. Let me know if you grow tedious with it.
No, it's more important than any other lesson I was ever taught by the people who picked me out of that rebel. When people want to talk, you always listen.
Sound advice. Yeah, unless Amelia brings anything else out and she needs Hickmack for anything, of course. She presumably would go to her quarters, I presume, right?
They're organizing a formal duel soon.
Ah, cool. I didn't know he was still with Scott's jilted wife or not.
Well, he went there, but like he's not organizing the duel he went to her to ask permission because he is a
Ah,
responsible man, not like I just do whatever the fuck I want there.
I get you.
Feels so
You're not gonna pull the blade out in the middle of a court without
Listen,
like, the permission.
all these statements you pointed at someone.
As Jeff, are you still in your quarters checking on like what are you doing, Jeff? How does this day find you?
Probably inside the squad. I assume he answer relaxing, but after all the crazy shit he found out, apparently.
Well, listen, you're probably looking over. Listen, now that like this big conspiracy is on the fucking like has exploded. Well, I think you're taking that easy maybe and looking through some budgetary requests.
Yeah, some mundane stuff, basically. Honestly, yeah, to some minutia.
You look over some of these, and one of them, that's not like an expensive thing. That sort of catch your eye because it's made at the personal request of the Lord Commander with his seal. And well, it's for a certain necklace. He wants it purchased as quickly as possible. And since you are the steward, there's a sort of like a delivery order attached to it. And it's not his wife, that's it.
Oh my fucking god! This man. To where is it, Grant? To whom? I'm not sure the locational person even. I'm not sure if he's that subtle. Maybe what if he's.
Well, they don't listen. I don't
Subtle is
think
this fucking man.
they're not gonna give you like the recipient should be there, but they are gonna give you the city because that's the thing. Like if it's to his wife, why would they need to ship it off to fucking what's the city's name? Why do they need to ship it off to Karga, so far away?
Clearly ain't going to his wife. Like he knows that, but he's like, which mistress is this? It's like Jeff thinking.
Well, listen, give me an understand roll. There's no focus that applies. But actually, no, deductive reasoning I think it applies. Only difficulty 1.
Yeah, let's see here. I should have put truth higher. God fucking damn it! This said it's a truth. I cannot argue for anything
Well,
else.
unless you're gonna use this information for your advantage. Ugh. You're not that cutthroat. I don't know why you put power so fucking high.
Actually, what I promise? Actually, to whom would I sell this off? Actually, I need to think about it, like who. Never mind.
Yeah.
You mentioned
Listen, you could buy yourself some favor with the wife.
Yeah, definitely.
If you use this in a favorable manner with the wife.
Actually, I'm gonna use power. Yeah, holy shit! This is blackmail. I need to write this down. What the fuck am I doing? Yeah, this is blackmail material.
Yes.
I need to write this down. I need to. But yeah. All right, let's see here. So there we go. Power understand.
Let's see.
Tay's gonna fucking kill herself. The blackmail go to waste. Just commit suicide. No, let's see here.
Not her you're gonna be blackmailing. It's the Lord Commander.
Yeah. Oh, 3 successes.
There you go. Some momentum for you. Well, not that hard to figure it out. He did appoint a certain young woman, Hadia Al-Kindus, to the rulership position. Not that long ago. This is a very ornate. While that's not like expensive for like a noble house, this is definitely like a gift you would give someone. So maybe it's just a gift between friends, but his reputation
this should definitely be filed away. It, it's probably is most likely a mistress, but this needs to. I need to notice that. I need to write the name down. Definitely make a copy of the fucking receipt and save it safely.
Who are you gonna try and blackmail with this, man? Because that's my point. Like, blackmail is not gonna work because they're not gonna give a shit. Like, what? Scott's like, what, you're gonna expose me for being a cheater? Cool.
Yeah, not Scott. No, actually.
Like, that's my point. No, you can. If you want to use this politically, this is how you buy favor with the wife. Like, well, there's this transport that's happening. I thought you maybe should know about this. In case you wanted to, like, get shut down or, like, whatever. But this is not... Blackmailing Scott for being an adulterer is, like... Nobody's
Pointless,
gonna take you
endeavor.
seriously.
Yeah,
They're gonna
pointless
laugh you
endeavor.
out the room.
I could ruin the ritual with a tear further.
Listen, is it ruining by telling her the truth? Letting her act? Or is it advancing your position at court? Maybe you could just kind of like ignore it and not do it and be like, well, sorry, sir, just this was at the bottom of the pile. Just too busy with other stuff. You're welcome, by the way.
Fell through the cracks.
You could hand this to Amelia. Be like, hey, listen, this guy is getting less and less obvious.
That's true. But I think the problem is I've been thinking we're going to the wife. The problem is Scott might get mad at me if I like fuck this over for him, because it might lead back to Jeff. Like if I, because I'm not sure how much political capital.
Power if you're afraid of making people mad at you.
Actually, that's true. Yeah, but yeah, I'm thinking like, what's more, Amelia or probably better? What will get me more basically, Amelia or giving it to wifey? I think wifey's probably better. Yeah, I think wifey's probably more. Yeah.
Listen, you can take the order and find her. Would have been informed that she is spending time in one of the few places that relaxes her at the palace. She has her own little private garden. Tends to. As you find her there, she kind of like looks at you, a friendly smile, says, "You're it's Mr. Bailey, our new steward, right?"
Yes. Greetings, sir. I think it will be the first time we're speaking directly, right?
Probably.
Yeah. Greetings, Lady Elios. It's unfortunately I have to meet you under somewhat unpleasurable circumstances. I have noticed something, and I'm aware of the rumors, and I think you deserve to know.
Like frowns a bit.
I have let's just say something crossed my desk. I see. It's like I get a copy, basically.
Don't get a copy, Mac. They don't have
That's true.
the
Fuck yeah.
thing unless you want to make a copy by fucking hand.
No, never mind. Yeah. True. Fuck yeah. A specific requisition order for a piece of jewelry, a gift on the orders of the Lord Commander, destined to Karga.
She sort of like covers her mouth as she's like kind of trying to like control a bit of sobbing. I'm sorry. I just... Thank you for telling me this.
I'm sorry if you. I'm not sure if you want me to.
She
Perhaps.
Please burn it and my husband brings it up. Tell him I spent the money on a necklace of my own.
As you'll not.
Yeah,
Of course,
she's
my
like
lady.
looking fucking furious at this.
It shall disappear right away.
Thank you. As you turn around to like presumably walk away, as you notice someone standing in the doorway. Maybe even more mad than she is. Well, the sigil is clearly displayed on him. Lord Vodnik, standing at the entrance of this garden, clearly has overheard your conversation. At least, maybe the end of it, or maybe he's piecing it together. You're not really sure. It's quite obvious that you gave her this rather unpleasant news. And like rush towards her. I'm not sure if you're gonna stay behind to eavesdrop or not.
Sadly, Jeff is not the most silent type, and as curious as he is, I think it would be most impolite to listen in, especially because they're not friends yet. Nobody.
Yes.
It would be most impolite, so he will in fact just let the grieving wife be. No, he will make a mental note. That's interesting.
Yes, well, don't you worry. Don't you worry. As well, Jeff, if you leave, anything you want to do in the near future?
Honestly, right now, Gary has been notified and is organizing in his back end. Right now, honestly, enjoy the days before the calm before the storm, before the fucking House Hala guy arrives.
Listen,
and then the system will hit.
There will be a bit of a buzz around the castle. Apparently, they're preparing the main hall for a duel between Lord Vodnik and the Fremen.
Oh, that's good. That's interesting. That's a nice distraction.
So yeah, if you want to attend that should be within the hour.
Oh, definitely, yeah. After after losing the order real quick.
And just burn that. Is what it is. And yes, everyone is preparing. As Amelia, you're sort of some of the courtiers, some of the, I won't call them, there's no official term for them, but like wealthy individuals and visiting officials have clearly taken an interest. It's a small audience that has been formed as you are waiting for Hikmat to get ready and Alexei to show up. Don't see Lady Elios anywhere. Not sure if you would try and like go and find her or anything. She's not like big on fighting, so not like it wouldn't be a surprise to you if she just didn't care about it too much.
Yeah, I don't think Emilia really has a reason to go, like, to think it's anything out of the ordinary for her not to be here.
Where would you be positioned in this room? Sort of more central or a bit more to the edge?
Oh, she's definitely like. Listen, no, she would actually be quite the. She's located centrally, yeah, centrally.
Well, then I will have you give me a discipline roll. With I'll be honest, this is again spotting things. So I think Ruth might be the fitting one.
That's wonderful. Hey, listen, Grant, I'm gonna spend all my determination points and use cool under pressure to automatically succeed at this.
Oh.
I gain no momentum.
Yes. Well, as per usual, the Lord Commander does not notify anyone when he leaves, when he arrives. Does love to sneak around. Fortunately, he's not the best at it. Now, a lot of people are sort of, he gets the advantage because he's usually so fucking bombastic. If he like puts a cloak up and like changes his clothes and doesn't like announce himself, people will overlook him. he can move a bit more subtly if he like really tries, but I
Not
guess
from me.
yeah, you'll see him sort of in the stands, sort of kind of like towards the edge near one of the hallways, kind of like watching this.
Listen, Amelia will kind of subtly like reposition herself to like be next to him.
Yeah, you would have to leave your central position as you will see uh his wife actually make an appearance as she will take a seat, also kind of like very visibly. But you will move away from that as kind of like stand next to him, and he'll say, "Well, I suppose you spotted me."
Take no shame in it. I'm very good at what I do. Trained by the best.
Suppose. Well, as you will notice, there's a little red girl next to. She's sort of like slightly kind of behind him, just kind of like using him as a cover almost.
Yes. Should give you some warning. Lord Watnik is well, he had bad news, and I think he's only heard more things to make him unhappy.
Oh, is permanently upset at something.
Yes, I will mention I have did speak with your wife. I think things might come to a boiling point soon enough, my lord.
I'll kind of grimace a bit. Well, I suppose I'll talk with her for this. Try and smooth some ruffle feathers. No, I've gotten really good at apologizing.
And when you accompany that apology with immediately telling her that she'll be leaving to accompany me.
God, she's gonna.
Especially when Lady Cassia will be so much closer than she will be.
Cassia just came back from. It's one of the things I want to actually talk to you. She's not staying in Lumen. She's leaving that Alheim advisor.
That's not good.
Well, listen, we'll handle it. Listen, I'm curious to see how she does against Alexi. Actual proper duel.
I'm personally not very invested in situations I already know the outcome of.
You're that confident in him? Never fought a Fremen before. I caught her a bit off guard, but I got lucky.
Yes, and on a lucky day, could you beat Alexi?
Suppose you're right at that. He does take everything so seriously. There is no like catching him off guard.
Yeah, she'll respond. Amelia will nod and she'll say, if the war stories are an indication, no, I don't think there's catching him off guard.
I'm gonna chuckle a bit as the girl's like, but I don't see anything down here. I'll be like, you're right about that. As he's again gonna like kind of lift her up a bit, so she's at kind of like his eye level. There you go. Apparently, she's really into sword fighting. Oh,
No, there was again a swordsman in their house.
apparently, gave her secret lessons. Don't tell anyone. have been sworn to secrecy.
Mila will just nod.
As well, you'll see Hikmat and Alexei take stage. As boy, does Alexei look? Well, he doesn't look really well. I mean, you haven't seen him in duels, but looks well. It's a very thin line between focused and angry. Definitely lean more towards the angry part. As Hikmat, you'll take stage, as Alexa will say. This will be duel until first blood.
Understood.
I believe
Are you sure you're like?
you have no experience with shields, so be just us and the blade.
Very well. Are you sure your noble sensibilities be all right with this?
My noble sensibilities demand this of me. You see, a noble needs to lead by example.
I see. Very well then. Lead me then.
You'll draw this like beautiful blade. As you see it, sort of the way the metal is, it's actually moving. It's kind of like this long dagger-like sword, sort of curved slightly towards the tip. As yeah, the pattern on the blade is ever so shifting. You've never seen anything like this in life.
She gets us a stance though.
Say. As suddenly he is fucking faster than anything you've seen in your life. As unfortunately, he always gets to attack first.
That's right.
One of his custom talents, which means I win.
Listen, you need to give me a battle roll to like prevent him. Let's see what the difficulty is for him to move in close to you.
Stand.
Yeah.
You have 2 momentum. You can spend 1 if you want. Make this a difficult.
I would like to. I would like to spend 1 just for me. I gotta make sure I know what my challenge was. Okay. And then. Okay. Ah, dear heavens.
That was a complication. You fucking kiss on the field. You fall into each other.
Holy fuck.
Oh, damn. Mac,
Mac,
post the orb. Mac, post the orb. We're cooking tonight.
Holy fuck.
the fucking, we are the masters of fate's ass. Control the strength.
Yeah, I don't even need to roll. He's just gonna use his steel focus. Yeah, you were not expecting him to move this fast, as he almost like deflects your blade, and in a swift, weird and unpredictable motion is next to you as you realize he is about to draw for his blood. And well, because there was a complication, I'm just gonna use that for him to keep the initiative, so he gets to keep going. Give me another defense roll. He is in your area. If he hits this, he basically won the duel.
Is that just rolling a battle 1, right?
Yes, you have another momentum if you want to spend it.
Another complication, gentlemen.
I'd rather save that because I don't want to waste it for this.
Well, it's 12:47, Red. What are you
Come on.
talking
Yeah.
about?
Please.
Come on, Red. Come on.
I
Red.
don't. I don't
Come on.
believe.
Your target is 14. Come on. Don't be a bitch.
Come on.
Oh my god.
Maybe we don't have shit to worry about if this is the fucking Emperor's finest. Holy shit.
Oh
Must
my
have cheated
god.
to beat this Autocar.
Come
You
on, come on.
bastards. Fine, fine. I'll use the momentum. We already know Alex is gonna win. Why did you make me waste it?
By a threat, impress him.
Look at this.
Why did I try to impress
3
him?
successes.
Uh-huh.
Wonderful. Now I get actually
Get that-
roll for this.
Why did you know determination, Red? Why did you spend determination?
Too late now.
I didn't want to waste it for this. I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's almost
Did I
Oh my
win?
god!
Grant, did I win this one, right? It says, because I have that thing called the fight someone wants to know them, so I want to know if that would be considered winning the role. Or is this winning the conflict, actually? Never mind.
Well, no.
Yeah, you're good.
Let me roll for him. For that, I can't tell you if you won the conflict before I roll
Can't
for him.
believe it. 1250. I need to save my determination. Guys.
Yeah.
It's refreshed.
I need to build his dice pool. Give me a second.
I'm going to be honest. I had no belief this was going to work out,
So,
guys.
I'm
You could have
gonna-
impressed him at least.
It's all about beating him, Red. It's about putting up a good show.
Yeah.
give him
Now.
1 extra dice.
You could have had 4 successes.
Believe it. This is what
Uh-huh.
coward gets you.
You could have had 5 successes.
We both know that's not what.
Scared. You're terrified of Scott. You're terrified of Alexi. Is there a man on this planet you're not scared of? Are you scared of Jeff too?
I've only met 2 of them. I think I've barely talked to Jeff, so we'll see what time.
I get to roll once in the dice. See if I get another crit. You know what? I'll take the 5 successes. As yeah,
You could
You spent a determination, Red. Oh
you
my
could have parried
god!
him. You could have parried him. Right?
I could have paired him. Yeah, sure.
listen,
You could've,
that's
yeah.
fine. I'll reroll it again. Let's see if he gets a 3rd crit. And it is a 3rd crit. It's fine. I'll take the 6 successes. As yeah, no, he just fucking again moves and has like you feel just a tiny slice on your cheek as he is now behind you, blade pointed at you, in a very like dramatic pose.
Yeah, Alexi.
As well, Amelia, the girl is clearly enjoyed the spectacle. As unfortunately, she did clap. She started like clapping enthusiastically at this, because it was a very like impressive display of swordsmanship. And as Alexei sort of glances in that direction, his fucking like the sort of stress that was clearly like lifted for him during the fight, as he managed to calm down and focus, has fucking doubled as he turns back to you, Hikmat, and says, "Thank you for this opportunity. It is truly an honor to duel one of your people."
You as well. If you ever have a chance to come back to my home planet, I'm sure there are many who would have a chance to fight you.
I do appreciate. I do hope, as he will very loudly proclaim this, people on your planet are more honorable than people on this planet. As he'll say. And then he looks at Scott. And the people on your planet do not dishonor their wives like sniveling cowards. He like sheathes the blade and just walks away. As there's a fucking like gasp as people turn around, and Scott is just gonna kind of like put Helga down, kind of put her behind him, and as he like puts off the kind of like takes off the cloak, kind of actually hands it to you, Amelia, to like sort of cover the girl. He doesn't want anyone to notice her, so he'll say, "Well, speaking of honoring wives, Atea, my dear, how have you been?" As he's gonna like kind of very confidently walk up to her as she gets up and fucking like backhands him once, and then leaves. He'll turn to the crowd and says, Don't worry, people. I've had it worse in bed. As the public now has been bombarded, they don't know how to react to this. They'll say, well, unless you want me to go into details about that last statement, I suggest everyone here take their leave. I'm sure there's plenty of other things to do around town. Enjoy the city, our amenities. These people are just gonna be awkwardly shuffled out. Not sure what you're doing, Hikmat. Amelia, Jeff.
No.
Amelia is quietly escorting the young lady Kairos away from the crowd.
Listen, luckily with that display, nobody fucking noticed her. What about you two?
Picking up my swords and getting ready to leave. I presume there's nothing else left to do right now.
No quippy funny remarks.
Have an orgy with your wife, man. To just fix your issues. Jesus.
Have an orgy with all your wives.
Yeah, honestly, it would save you so much trouble, probably.
Well, then I guess you're all leaving. Yeah, no, he's gonna, once he like sees everyone leaving, he's gonna turn around and gonna walk after his wife, presumably. Amelia he'll escort the girl, and she says, will Scott be in trouble?
No more than he usually gets into. Be fine.
He said I shouldn't draw attention. I feel like I drew attention.
Yes. Should try to avoid that in the future. Luckily, he was able to attract attention to himself, something he's very good at.
I'm sorry. I didn't cause trouble.
No, the future. Try to be more careful. You're not. Well, you're not safe here.
Does that mean I can still practice swordsmanship with them?
We can arrange for that, but we'll have to be careful. Last thing we want is people thinking that your relation to him is different than what it is.
Now, Amelia would have noticed. Did dye her hair black, same shade as Cassia's hair.
Ah!
Luckily, Scott, 5,000 IQ brains. Like, I have the perfect solution.
I was about to make a joke that people will think this guy. They'll think this is like it's a fur baby.
Unfortunately,
Scott, I hope you're right and I'm fucking wrong. Because if I'm right and you're wrong, this bluff will be found out immediately.
luckily there
understand.
were complications there. I can choose my poison.
I was about to make a joke like people will think this is a fur baby, but Scott over here. I'm not sure whether this is genius or dumb.
It depends. Am I right or is he right? If I'm right, this is the most fucking thing you could do. If he's right, it's genius.
No, the clearer question is Cassia in on this or not? Because that basically, like, if she is in on this, she could help sell the lie if she also, like, starts taking care of her. Or they're like, wait a minute.
That's a conversation to have with Scott later.
Yes. But yeah, you will
Like, okay,
notice that.
Phil, please do inform me, your spy master, what fucking scheme you're running here.
Luckily, unfortunately, he is now busy placating another woman.
I don't know how well he's doing.
As yeah, you'll lead her away. I'm not sure, Hekmat, you're just going to your room. I'm not sure if you're doing anything.
Yeah, at the very least, Lord not Lord, Jesus Christ. I think Alexi's busy right now. There's no one else he
Actually,
really
no,
talks to
not.
outside of
Why
us.
would he be busy?
Oh, sorry, he ran off. I presumed he had other things he got pissed off
Well,
about.
I mean, he is pissed off, but as far as you know, not busy.
I mean, can I talk to this guy about my Lord and Savior, Lisa
Yeah,
Nalgai, and see if
you
he
can
wants to join
try.
my study group?
You can
Goddamn.
try. Listen, if you ask around, you will be directed to his guest quarters. As you kind of like knock, and he'll open the door for you. Hikmat, please come in. I apologize for my outburst. I just
It is all right. I understand there seem to be difficulties within your kingdom.
no, he
Not your kingdom.
misunderstand. I value him. He's my friend. Why it upsets me that he keeps grading himself, and more importantly, humiliating others through his callous behavior.
I presume his wife cannot leave him then, at the very least?
There's there is no real procedure for that, unfortunately. It is until death do us part.
Well, there are ways to deal with that then, I guess. It seems so
You
much trouble.
suggesting?
No. It's just how things are done in my home, and here are still things that I have to figure out how to not be so surprised about. I presume it's uncommon for a woman to fight their husbands, and your face tells me yeah,
Oh.
okay.
Is
Mhm.
especially not in a. I don't believe there's any. And like this one, suppose you could organize a duel, but that wouldn't invalidate the marriage. If you
Ah,
killed him, you'd still face repercussions, I believe.
this seems so very. Maybe I should speak to Lady Amelia about this. I don't understand why it's so difficult for if he dissatisfies you, or him. Usually that they can leave each other at the very least, or find other partners, or yeah. So very
Because they
complicated.
are married, of course.
Yes, but you can't marry more than one, or have other lovers while you're married, as long as all is well, I
Oh,
presume. But
why? That's the problem. That's horrible. It's not a solution. That's the problem we're having. Like I said, a man and a woman dedicate themselves to one another, as you dedicate yourself to a single strike.
do you think if she had lovers, it would make this equal?
My point seems to be failing. Come across. If I commit a crime, you commit a crime. That's just two crimes. They don't cancel out each other.
I guess the problem is I don't consider it a crime then.
There's a crime of the soul and of the heart. Sometimes of the body as well.
Do you not love more than one person? Do you not have family and friends you also share and care for?
There's different types of love.
And
The
so
way you
it's
love
not possible.
the way you love your woman is one of a kind. The way you love your child, that's a different type of love. The way you view your friends, completely different.
It just feels like you don't have enough love for more than one person, and that is your custom. So I will not, insult it. I did not come here to ask questions about marriage, though. I came to
You'll
see if I can.
I wish it was our custom. Certainly is my hope and ideal, not reality. As you can see, there are many more people like him than like me in our world.
I see.
It is the mere blatantness of the entire act that, well, people will gossip about anything, but that is just a waste of time. My problem is that I expect better out of him.
Ah, I see. Wanting better for your fellows is something I can understand. But I did not come here to talk about the marriage customs of your people. I came to, well, you seem to, at the very least, seem to be interested in my people's lore, or at the very least, our history. I was hoping to have a chat. Not many have heard the words of Alisan Al Gaib, and I do miss talking about it with someone.
He nods and he'll gesture for you to take a seat and say, I believe one should never stop learning. And, well, the people are not common outside of their own world.
Yes, very well then. Well, I can start off by explaining who and what he is. And she'll probably go into that, trying to see if she can get this guy to see what his feelings on her. Because this is going to be a bust, the man. I kind of wasted 20 minutes.
What are you trying to convert him on, exactly?
See if he's willing to like be on my my god's side. Really, if he kicked my ass, this is a warrior worth having.
Well, what do you tell him about the Mahdi?
One that he's a voice beyond the stars, meant to lead our people after so many years of suffering and death and destruction. That he'll bring us paradise, bring us safety and peace, and through him we will actually have a world that we don't have to constantly die on. You know, it's all about the good stuff, none of the bad. You know, that naive, childish people have about at the beginning.
I think you should give me a communication.
Ah, dear heavens.
Now you should spend that determination point.
Yeah.
Determination, spend threat, buy momentum.
Because like, holy shit, you're not gonna I don't think you get 2 successes. Your communicate skill.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Should I use faith more than my duty in this one though? Even though I know faith is smaller.
No, because this is just like what you were sent here to do.
Okay.
Like,
do our statements go ahead. I was gonna say, do our statements apply in this stuff?
I think
I forgot what
yeah.
What does it do again? Statement. Does it give me like another?
Like you cannot spend determination on if it doesn't match the state.
Okay, gotcha. So use determination, my duty, and communicating. Okay, and I'm gonna roll this.
There you go. Momentum till.
Rolled another one, damn.
He'll say. No, it is as a true leader should. Inspire, lead by example. Help others, help themselves. Truly, this man's courage and valor is beyond admirable.
It is. He came among us unaware and blind to everything, but now he is ours just as much as we are his. He will save us.
This is, I'll admit, very similar to a experience I've had many years ago. I was leading a blind man city. Words of wisdom he gave me that day carried me some of the most difficult times of my life. Helped me, give me courage. Ask my wife's hand in marriage. gave me courage to fight, gave me courage to push myself. No, I completely understand you. And I am an insignificant individual in the larger scheme of things, but I truly do wish all the best. If there's anything I can ever help you with, you'll have an ally in me, and I think I can introduce you to other people here that share our convictions about the world. They are not as... They're more spiritual than I am. I have to admit, I view sword fighting as an extension of oneself. But I believe each of us need to find our own way to pray and seek enlightenment.
At the very least, I would more than welcome a chance. I've come here for a mission. I do not wish to fail it. And, well, it has been a complicated few days.
This you truly have enlightened me, and I am both humbled and saddened to hear of your people's plight. And well, my education has always failed me, never been one for the books. I believe the cause is just, and should fight for your green paradise. We should all fight for our green paradise.
Thank you for understanding. I am grateful to know that there are others I can reach out to. That, well, it does not have to all be bloodshed, Rest. Fighting for what we believe is important, but I've come to know that your people has already gone through much blood and watershed, and I'd rather have more friends than allies. I've learned so much already.
Hold on, I'll say. Fortunately, I don't think quantity matters when it comes to friends. It is quality. Should never lower your standards. Otherwise, you risk compromising your own principles. I think we have enough diplomats and people who know how to speak honeyed words on this planet. I think we need more people who speak truth to power.
Thank you for understanding so well. I must confess, it is a bit overwhelming. There are so many rules you people have. At least so many odd rules. I'm trying not to overstep, but it is difficult.
I'll be honest, I still find it difficult, and I was born and grew up here. Don't feel too bad.
Oh, that is a reassurance. I have been, well, I know your feelings for your commander, Lord Commander, is a bit in a difficult position right now, but he has given me, well, he has not readily just dismissed me, and he has given me his Lady Amelia to watch over, and she has been kind enough to at least give me tips.
Not mistake my criticisms of him as a form of disrespect, no. It is because I care that I criticize him.
Well, at the very least, maybe he will find a way to placate his wife. Maybe he will find a way to have one person in his heart, as your people seem to wish for. Maybe he needs to, well, hopefully with time he will figure this problem out.
I will not give up on him. I will keep trying, and while his attitude does test my patience, I believe every challenge that exists out there is an opportunity for us to grow.
Well, at the very least, hopefully he will grow before it becomes worse. I presume there is no punishment that will be given to him based on his position. He is the one who decides and all. But thank you for your talks. And I do look forward to these friends and allies of yours. I won't bother you much, Alexei. She gets up.
Yes. Nod.
Take her leave, presumably.
Yeah. Well, anyone else have anything they want to do?
Listen, I think this was quite a few adventurous days, and
Good.
No, yeah, then suppose you know what? No, you know what? It's because it's funny. Just because it's funny.
what's so funny, Grunt?
Funny that Amelia, after you like take the girl in a separate room, are you gonna stay with her? Are you gonna go try to fight Scott? Like, what's the plan?
No, I think she'll stay with the girl because Scott's probably meeting either with his wife or with Alexei or with somebody else. It's like I can't exactly talk about things openly with him. And if he's gonna keep the girl glued to his hip, he'll come back for her.
As well, unfortunately, there's a knock at the door. As you'll go to check, you will see it's Lady Orpheus. Cassia looks at it and says, Amelia, I was looking for Lord Commander. Seen him.
Where did I see him go off, Grant?
After his wife?
He went to go speak with his with the lady Alios.
See, I did hear that there was quite a heated exchange. Alexei made a big scene.
Yes, Alexei was Lord Vodnik was quite upset, and yes, there was quite the scene.
Amelia, ask, have you seen Lord Elios with a young girl in his company recently? So it does dawn on you, Amelia. You don't think he told her? I think he told her. May just be a stupid harebrained scheme on his part.
Oh boy.
It's only gonna get worse.
Well, the problem is, it's not much fun in lying right now because even if people don't really notice the girl, it's like, well, He still had the girl on his shoulders.
Now the question
He might not
is,
have saw her, but they still saw her.
listen, you can give me an understand roll. You have some momentum you can spend.
Difficulty 20.
Difficulty 2. I'll be honest, difficulty 2. And your deductive reasoning does apply here.
Deductive reasoning in that case, I'll spend my last determination.
Alright.
So I roll 2 dice. 4 successes.
There you go. As, well,
Unlike some people, I recognize when the session's about to end. I won't save them.
well, yeah, listen. Now, Amelia. Problem is, he probably didn't tell Cassia because, well, he doesn't, like, trust her that much, and that may be a bit surprising, but maybe he just doesn't trust anyone right now. There's 2 options you have right now. You can trust that he has some idea in his head, and this is just him winging it. Or that, well, this is just him winging it, and you can, like, gain some favor now by revealing it early. But now, that's dawn on you, Amelia. Well, saying that, hey, this is actually my secret child, is a bit kind of out of whack since she's fucking 7. How the fuck am I gonna convince everyone that, like, nobody saw her, there was no rumors, she just fucking popped into existence now? But what if it's not his secret child? The secret child of someone else. Someone who just arrived at court. And is, unironically, his only fucking friend on the planet. Or maybe not secret child, but definitely, like, connected with. No, it's, think about it. Helga's current hair color, well, does match Cassia's. It also matches Fiala's. Depending on what lie this guy plans on telling people, or like plans letting people believe, could be way worse.
Oh boy. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Like I said, it was gonna get worse. This is fact. On the knife's edge, is this stupid or is this like a good? No, no, he's just gonna spring this on Alexi, but like, here, bro. It's like, Alexi, you have 2 choices. Either you claim that this is my secret child with your wife, or well, she's your secret child with fucking Cassia. Someone's secret child, Alex. It's your reputation, both ways. You get fucked in this one. I already have no reputation. Yes, he is. Unfortunately, harebrained scheme is not the subtle one.
Okay.
Regardless of it, clearly Cassia doesn't know anything about this.
Listen, Amelia will say, not heard anything
Not heard anything. No.
Oh, nod and say, thank you. Probably just people gossiping then. Have a lovely evening. Smile politely and take her leave.